Today, we're going to be taking a look at a play instrument known as soul sessions. I forgot. I wanted to do an overview of this a few months ago and I totally forgot. But I want to come back and do it right now because I'm telling you, do not sleep on this play instrument. You may think because it shows all of these horns and different things that it may just be for a certain genre of music, maybe pop or jazz, but I'm telling you, this play instrument is perfect for trap, R&B, pop, hip hop, anything you want to use it for. And we're going to see in just a moment. So before we get to looking at it all the way, let's roll that intro.
Yo, G, bless him, bless him, bless him.
Welcome back to Blessed by G Beats. I am the G, and today we are going to be looking at a play instrument by the name of Soul Sessions. This came out a few months ago. It might have been 7 months ago when I bought this, and I'm thinking I bought it maybe in a bundle of some sort. I think it's a bundle. Let's take a look at it real quick here. I want to show you, give a little bit of background on it, then we're going to run through the sounds real quick and we're going to be done. But I wanted to take a look at this play instrument because I have really made some really dope beats with this thing. It's Soul Sessions, Soul Sessions. And as a matter of fact, it's by a sound pack maker, sample pack maker, sound pack maker. They make apps, music apps on iOS. I got their apps on iOS. They are really nice. I have what's called Chompler, but they also do a whole lot of other things. They are known as MSX, and it looks like they dropped this way back 7 months or several months ago. It's looks like this was posted on their website in December of 2020. It says here, hold on, let's look at this. I got it pulled. Yes. Let's look at this. MSX2 drops new Machina expansion, Soul Magic, and Contact Instrument VST Soul Sessions. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking when this was released, Native Instruments released this in a bundle, and I think I did buy the bundle. I did the Soul Magic, but I did not do the Soul Sessions. I'm thinking I did do the Soul Magic, but I did not do the Soul Sessions. And for me, I think of the two, of the expansion and the play instrument that was released, Soul Sessions is really the highlight of the entire release. And if you are not familiar with MSX2, MSX2 is actually responsible for another overview and video that I did. One of my most popular ones, matter of fact, they did Faded Reels and Lo-Fi Glow. And I did a whole bunch of songs that I didn't even post with that combination, but it's another dope combination. And they seem to really, to me, they seem to really specialize in giving you that real vinyl sound, that vintage sound. They put the crackles, the pop, the snap inside of the sounds that they make. They make some really dope stuff. So if you want that chopped up feel, that chopped up old school feel, if you do lo-fi music, they really specialize in a lot of that type of stuff. But don't sleep on Soul Sessions, because I'm telling you, Soul Sessions is extremely dope, and it will apply across many genres. And not only am I going to let you hear the sounds, we're going to run through those real quick, but I'm also going to let you hear a couple of beats that I made with those sounds. And I got them pulled up here because, as a matter of fact, I was remembering that one of the, I guess he's one of the owners or the owner or somebody that's associated with MSX2. They also have an expansion by the name of Aquarius Earth. I actually got that in a machine bundle, but I don't have it on my channel as far as an overview. But I'm thinking I may go back and do an overview of Aquarius sound because I've played with it, but I haven't made anything with it, and maybe I'll even go back and do some beats with it. But it sounded really good when I got it. But I got so many in the bundle. That I didn't do The 6 expansions I think I got when I bought Machina Studio, because I got it right before MK3 came out. I don't think I played with any of those expansions a whole lot, because I immediately bought some other ones. But you know, MSX2, just giving them a plug. I have the Lo-Fi Dirt that they've released. Um, as you can see here, they release quite a bit of things on different platforms. I have the Chompler instrument. I've already told you about the faded reels, um, and Lo-Fi Dirt 3.0. I actually have that. They got Soul Magic. Like I said, they got a whole bunch of stuff. Fly Tape 2. MSX is legit. They are legit. MSX2 sound design. You really need to check them out. But as we look at what Native Instruments has said about Soul Sessions, really dope. Says decades of soul sound, keys, live guitar, bass, sax, trumpets, vintage synths, and more, inspired by the evolution of soul music. 150 tweakable presets of hybrid sounds for creating soul-drenched melodies and bass. Pop the hood to sculpt tones, create new hybrid layers, and shape your sounds with powerful effects, custom macros, sequencing tools, and more. Part of the Play series, great sounding presets, and real-time control in an intuitive interface. And once again, it's similar to all of these Play instruments, man. They're really dope. They're intricate up under the hood, but on the surface, they can get as detailed as you want. As you can see, it's got all the knobs here, and we'll pull up the interface. I'm thinking here on the screen in a moment, but it says the heart of soul, funky, swinging, smooth, low strung. Soul isn't so much a genre as a feeling. Soul Sessions combines 50 years of signature soul sounds into a hybrid instrument that can do everything from 60s styles music, dusky horns, to 70s era bass plucks and buttery organ keys, to the versatile synth stylings of the 80s and the smoother than smooth production aesthetic of 90s neo soul. Soften up harsher beats with a little R&B mood making, giving contemporary jazz and soul hybrid sound design edge, or bring loose, laid back organic tones to left field electronic productions. Yeah, they're dope. They're dope. Soul Sessions was created in collaboration with MX2. Yes, yes, yes. And it is very, very, very dope. Um, and it's got a few more things you can check out on the website, but 150 presets. And the cool thing is you can use this inside of any DAW. You don't have to just use it in Machina. It works, of course, with Complete, because it's a contact instrument, Complete Control. But the contact instrument is actually free. So, from what my understanding, there's a version of Contact that's actually free, so that you can actually use these Play instruments in your DAW of choice. So, it is a very, very dope, very, very dope plugin. And so we're going to switch over here. I'm going to switch this over to the Machina screen. Then we're going to switch back. We'll switch back over here. Let's see here what we are working with. Hold on just a second. Okay, we're going to do something on the fly here. Looks like I forgot. The program I am actually working with is Ecamm Live. So that's how I'm able to do some of the stuff that I am doing. So we're going to put me over there in the corner. Dope. Put me over there in the corner. I know a lot of people use OBS Studio, but I'm on a Mac. OBS works, but it's a lot of work sometimes to get it the way you want it. But Ecamm Live, man, is so dope. If you got a Mac and you want to do, you want to do the on-screen recording, this has saved me so much time. I can do my videos and make dope overlays, and as soon as I'm done, I'll upload it to YouTube. Boom. No editing or anything. So it is absolutely dope. But let's get to the plugin here. Let's load up an instance of Soul Sessions. As a matter of fact, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know why. Let's hit the browse screen. Hit that browse screen. Go over to Soul Sessions. There we go. And so we're just going to run down through the sounds. I'm not going to name them or anything like that. I'm just going to run down through the sounds and let you hear how dope they are. And then, like I said, after that, I'm going to load up a couple of beats, conclude, and then we're going to be out of here. So let's check it out. almost at the end, y'all. Hold on. 150 of these joints, man. It's a lot. All right, man. That's 150 sounds. 150 sounds. 150 sounds. And there's been a question that's been asked of me a lot. Let's load up let's look at that interface on the screen real quick. See if we can pull it up. All right, so we got this pulled up on the screen. I'm sorry, yeah. Now we got this. Okay. I forgot. This is a problem I had the other day. Well, we're doing this on the fly, man. We're doing it all the way live. Let's see if I can pull this up real quick. There is an issue that people have been asking about. There's an issue that people have been asking about. There's an issue. Hold on here. Hold on just a second. Okay, so there is something that people have been asking me about. They've been asking me whether or not you can save presets, and you can save presets on this thing really easy. Now the issue is I've never really done it. I'm thinking that it recalls certain parameters once I edit the sounds, but maybe they don't. But I want to go ahead and see if we can do it real quick. Okay, so we'll just turn down the drive. A little delay. Okay, so then once you do that, let's see here. Okay, this is something that I had never really thought about. I mean, like I said, because I'm thinking that it recalls the parameters, but I'm pretty positive you can save these. Okay, let's see here. Hold on just a sec. Okay. So I had to do some checking. I'm back. I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back. I'm actually a lot of people have been asking, how do you save instruments or save your own presets? How do you save your own presets? I had to go back and do a little bit of double checking, but it's very, very easy. So let's go back to the browse here. So I'm gonna load up this B trees. I'm gonna do a separate little short tutorial on this also. But for those of you who watching Soul Sessions, you're gonna get a little extra treat on how to do this. Okay, so we have this pulled up. And let's pull up the interface. So whenever I do turn knobs or whatever, you can see it. So as you can see, I'm gonna turn the balance knob. It's more of an organ sound. No problem. Turn that Okay, so let's say we got that how we want it, right? So what you then do is you come over here to, it looks like a little marker or something. Don't deal with the plus. You can, but you do it at your own risk. I'm not really familiar with contact as much. I got it. I have complete 12. I don't dabble in contact a lot, but you use this little marker icon, and that's going to pull up the contact interface. And this is what you need to be concerned with here. So you have Soul Sessions. You see the little arrow here. Notice you see factory and user. Now you're not going to see user until you save your first preset. After you save your first preset, they will be your user preset thing shows up automatically. And then every time you save something, it goes to the user preset. So these are the arrows right here. They cycle back and forth between the different presets, factory presets. Yes, the factory presets. And I'm pretty sure if you put it to user, it'll probably, I'm thinking it may cycle through the user preset, but you can dabble in that on your own time. But this is the most important part. There is an icon here. Looks like a little floppy drive. Some of you may be too young to even know what a floppy drive is. But this is a floppy drive. It's a symbol. It symbolizes saving. We save everything on the floppy. Click the floppy. And so this is called the B trees. So let's call it the, just for the sake, let's call it the B limb, right? The B limb. And then we save it. Boom. There's your preset. You can go back up here, click the marker. There's your saved preset. Now, you can go back in that marker. You can go back in the marker, and you'll notice if you go to user, look at there. I've actually, I did this on the first time. There's your save. Now I'm gonna show you something else. I know I'm not going to use that aggressive dogs. That was just my first one that I saved to make sure everything was working right. So if you want to delete, there you go. You get to delete those instruments in case, or they call them snapshots, because that's really what they are, snapshots. You can't, don't worry, you can't mess up, because you can't delete. From what I've seen and read, you cannot delete any of the factory stuff, which I think is so cool. Sometimes you mess up, you know, you might want to go back to a factory preset. If you've erased it, it's a wrap. You cannot do this to the factory stuff, but to your own edited instruments. Boom. It says, do you want to delete the snapshot aggressive dogs? Yes. Boom. Look, now the B's limb, or the B limb, has come up, and notice now it has that icon. Now, when you first make that instrument, it might not have that icon. But if you will go and select another instrument and then go back into the user and select that instrument, it'll be there. And then all you have to do, boom, you can delete that too. And it is as simple as that. And you just go back here. You can just go back to the browser and you just start loading up sounds again. Really that simple. Really that simple. So for all of you who are watching this Soul Sessions, you are getting an extra. You are getting a little something extra that people have been asking about. And no worries, I'm gonna go back and do. Matter of fact, as soon as I finish this video, I'm gonna go back and do a quick tutorial on how to save play presets inside of the play instruments. And so finally, I want to let you hear too. I want to let you hear before I go. There are a couple of beats. I'm thinking I may have done 3 beats, but I'm gonna let you hear. I'm going to let you hear some beats that I've actually made with this. And matter of fact, I think this was the first one that I made. Let's see. Yes, this was the first one that I made. So let's see what I got here. Do I have it songed up or anything? Yes. Just got a little demo for you to hear. Check it out. Pretty dope. Pretty dope. Just a little something, a little neo soul something. And then I got this jam that I'm working on. It's called the Come Up. I got to finish this up. It's I really like this. And I'm thinking I may have used crate cuts. I'm telling you, Soul Sessions is deceptive because if you're not careful, you'll think it's just for a certain genre of music. But if you really listen to those sounds, I mean, you can use those sounds, number one, in anything. But number two, man, every time I hear stuff, I hear trap, I hear hip hop, I hear R&B, I hear pop, I hear everything, but definitely some dope trap style type of stuff. But let me let you check this out. This is something real up tempo that I'm working on called the Come Up. Soul Sessions has some crazy horns, man. And that's just a piece of it, just a little something. I'm telling you, man, with this Soul Sessions, it's way different than a lot of people may think, man. This thing really is, really is dope. So for me, one of the things about having so many sounds and, these play instruments, one thing Native Instruments is doing as in trying to, and I'm going to say it, trying to keep up with Akai, because right now, the new Akai MPC 2.10 update, they have taken the lead on this thing as far as the drum boxes go. But one of the things that Native Instruments is doing is Native Instruments is staying on top of its game as far as their sound creation and their expansions, because I really think that's where their strength is. If it wasn't for the expansions and the play instruments, I think that Machina would be buried by the MPC. Native Instruments would have to be doing something else, but they are playing to their strength, and I think they really need to continue to play to their strength and not only continue to create expansions and play instruments, but I also think they need to update their software a little bit more. I think they need to really, once and for all, it seemed like Akai was working on a huge update, even though everybody was complaining about them not doing updates. Akai, they stuck to their plan and they came out with an aggressive, humongous update. And I think that's what Native Instruments needs to do, is stop giving us incremental things that we're really not asking for. Just pause, listen to the community, and come back with a vengeance. And just say what Akai did. Okay, we're throwing down the gauntlet. Your turn. We're going to make Native Instruments. We're going to make Machina once again. I love the fact this is the Machina Studio. Reduce the price of Machina Plus. Reduce it. Knock it down. $8.99. Make it compatible. Make it competitive with the MPC one. Knock it down. And then come back with a Machina Plus Studio with option to put in an SD drive, SD drive, SD card slot. You already got it where you got the inputs and the outputs. Fix it to where you not only can you use your audio interfaces, but other audio interfaces, and just step the game up, man. And just keep playing to your strengths. I don't necessarily need the standalone box, but if you're gonna do a standalone, and make the software on the desktop and the software. The desktop and the software that if you're going to do it inside of a Machina standalone, make them seamless. But I'm sorry, I'm rambling once again about Machina because I really want them to step their game up because I really like the way they operate, how everything flows. Just keeping on, and really just start taking it to the next level. But as far as Soul Sessions go, I'm telling you, man, another dope play instrument, and I'm pretty sure I've seen some people talk about it, but I'm telling you, This is a very, very, very dope play instrument that I know a lot of people, when they see Glaze and Melted Vibes, and you see stuff like one of my favorites still is Cloud Supply. The first thing you think about the hip hop people think, well, that's the one. Well, I'm telling you, MSX2 has done a great job, and I think that this play instrument is really one of the ones that people may be sleeping on as it applies to trap. But this thing is dope, man. You heard those horns. Some of the horns in this thing, man, the brass sounds just absolutely crazy. But hey, you know what? That's going to do it for this video. That's going to do it for this video. I went way longer than I wanted to, but I gave a little bit of a tutorial in there, but it went a little bit longer than I wanted to. But nevertheless, man, I'm telling you, pick this thing up if you haven't picked it up. And so, man, until the next video, keep grinding, keep inspiring. Peace.